Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Not
skipping a beat on that one.
Oh, there you go.
Tired. I'm tuckered out already.
Ooh, that was a doozy. Man, I got a mosquito bite on my ankle. I'm just fucking scratching the shit out of it. I gotta stop. Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What is grooving?
Well, besides the mosquito bite, you said that.
Yeah.
I got a.
You got one too?
No, I don't have. I thought I did, but it was just like, I had a
pimple,
just scratch, pimple. Those don't just itch. Like there's a. When you have
You're like,
a mosquito bite.
Let me school you,
You ever?
bitch.
Hold on. Let's go back to that before we go to my what's new. You ever have mosquito bites you didn't realize you had, and then the sun, like the bright sun, hits your skin, and then it makes it itch like crazy.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I've had it where I didn't realize I had like 10 on my leg. I'm like, la, la, la. And then I'm like, man, this is bright sun. I'm like, shit, making my leg itch. Why the look down? You're like, fuck. And you
I had one that was like on my kind of like lower back, like
right
love
above
handle
your
area.
Whale tail.
Yeah, I guess my love handle. And I was like, what in the fuck? That guy got up my fucking shirt and then just started sucking away. And I'm like, oh man, it was like, and so I had to be like, like try not to scratch it. And then when I do, I just like fat fuck. I'm just like, it feels good on my back.
They probably went through
like
your
a
shirt.
Fucking bear.
They can go through your clothing.
Yeah, I guess. He's like, I gotta
It's probably
ride on
after,
target, stay
after
on target.
practice.
And he's like, zip.
Probably after practice.
Yeah, we
We
by the San Diego
practice
River.
by a cesspool.
Yeah,
actually.
basically, yeah. Oh man, and they come out to feed.
Yeah, when it's like warm, oh, they love it.
Oh man, it's perfect crime. Anyway, what's new in your world, Kyle?
I got some stuff in.
All
yeah, right. I got
You got stuffing, huh? Is it like
got some stuff? Yeah, it's got
Stouffer's,
turkey. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. You ruined. I don't even know where I left.
I don't even give a
left
shit
off.
anymore. I'm
Start
done.
it over.
I'm walking out.
All right, so I got a watch. All right, I'm not really a watch guy.
Did you get that new Apple Watch? iWatch?
No, I did not get the Is that what they call it? The iWatch?
I don't know. They should, but I think it's an Apple
Watch. iWatch just sounds like a creeper voyeur dude.
iWatch. Yeah, there you go. I get it.
It's like it's a telescope. You're like, I'll take the iWatch. You walk out with a telescope.
Apparently, it's supposed to be cool. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyways, I did not get one of those. I got a Casio G-Shock.
There you go.
It's not which I debated getting like the Casio calculator watch.
Those are tight.
But my fingers are too big. Probably have to break out a stylus just to tap in. And I'm not that smart of a guy. I don't really need to use calculator.
And apparently,
I just take people's word for it when they give me numbers.
They have them on your phone nowadays too. Crazy that they make an app for a calculator.
They also probably have a watch on your phone too.
So I know how much to leave for a tip.
Yeah, I just kind of make up a number.
Yeah,
I don't use.
Always tip $420.69.
Not a bad $420.69, $420.69.
Yeah, I said it, and you're like, yeah. I was hoping he's going to go past that. Always tip $17.76.
No, you do 69 and then 420s, write a zero after.
69.
What are they going to do?
69 repeated.
0.420.
69 repeat.
You wish.
Oh yeah.
I used to have a G-Shock.
Okay.
I used to have one when I was like, I think 11 or 12. And it was really cool. It was like this white and gray one. In black, it looked like a Stormtrooper-ish.
Yeah.
Type.
Star Wars type.
Yeah, and it looked really cool. I tried wearing it I think.
As an adult.
Yeah, as an adult, and I just looked like an idiot. Because it wasn't just like the regular strap. It like sat another 1/4 inch above your skin because of the way there's like a Velcro strap and then a clip-on like.
Oh, that's like Velcro. That'd be like being an adult and having like a Velcro wallet.
Yeah, or Velcro shoes.
Yeah,
I mean, which I've always wanted still, so I'm not ragging on those.
Talk to my old man about that.
Yeah. Hey, where do you get your kicks?
Wow,
Route 66 actually.
Oh,
Okay, all right. So I got a black and tan one. So I got like a very tactical looking
Yeah.
watch. It's very cool. And when I got it, I didn't realize that it actually talks to my phone. It actually has
like
Bluetooth technology.
So it's like a smartwatch.
Yeah. So it tracks steps. It has like every other feature that's always had, which is like alarm and, but you got to click the doop, doop, doop button,
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like I can actually access everything with my phone.
An app on your phone.
And then let's say I wanted it makes it easier if I wanted to change my alarm. I can just do it right in the phone.
There you go.
But I don't think I'll ever use the alarm. I just really wanted.
I'll watch.
Yeah, and I wanted it for a while, and I was like, do I get the black and green? Do I get the black and tan? It's very, my color palette is very
tactical,
limited.
It's only that's
Yeah.
But I just got a black
No,
one.
no. I think I wanted from people from far away to think I have a growth on my arm. So
Okay.
it looks almost the same as my skin color. Like, God, what is that?
I don't know. I just don't see. Okay.
I've worn it for one day at work, and I felt more productive because I was like, all right, I've been doing this for way too long. Let's get out of here. Instead of like, well, I got to pull out my phone, which the way that the rubber on the outside, it sticks in my pants. It won't come out of my pocket.
Hey, take it easy.
It won't come out of my pocket. I'm just not going to grab it, But this is like, Jesus. Woo! Can I get through a fucking sentence?
No.
Okay.
I
anyways.
answer you.
Okay.
Okay.
You can cut all that stuff out. I got a new watch.
Okay. So I don't know. I was not to like,
Oh, you're going to dog on me. I get it.
I just don't see a point of having a watch nowadays.
Yeah. Well,
And even like, I was like, oh, cool. The iWatch.
join the herd.
Apple Watch or
Okay.
whatever the hell it's called. I'm like, I think
I
I saw
can't-
the new version was coming out with the new iPhones and stuff like that, and the new MacBook. No, the iPad Pro or whatever the hell it is. And I was like, oh, they talked about it on Linus Tech Tips. He's like, oh, it finally has like feature that I always wanted, where it turns off and turns on when you pull it up to look at it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's like a feature that it should have had in the first place. It's
Yeah.
going off. He's like, I will buy one. It's great. What's the point of having that?
I don't know. My watch lasts 3 years without battery change out.
Nice,
And it's a $5 battery
nice. And then
as opposed to charging every fucking day.
yeah. And I was seeing, what is it? RJ from Just Surprise Me.
Yeah.
He has one that he can like link to his phone, and you can actually see the camera and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea, but I'm like, maybe it works for him. He
Yeah.
likes it. But I'm like, to me, I'm like, what's the point of having a phone?
This phone, when I tip it over, I can barely see myself in the reflection on the face. So that's good.
There you go.
You can look at my eyelashes. That's about it.
Just batting that eyelash.
All right. So,
Besides your watch.
yeah, besides my watch, Dustin called me today.
Okay.
Yeah, my Sweetwater rep.
Oh, okay.
You don't.
I was
you're
like, Dustin.
who's that?
I was like,
Yeah, not Dustin Luthspike.
yeah. I was
No,
like,
Dustin.
we should get him back on the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, we're due.
Luthspike revisited.
There you go. The redo.
The
Redux.
Redux. No, so he called me up to see how I was doing, see how my Focusrite was working out.
Like, this is working really well. Did you ever send back the other one?
No, he didn't. He didn't even remember. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm still working on sending that." He's like, "What? Oh yeah, I forgot that you ordered another one." He's like,
So
"Yeah, just yeah, do it as soon as you can, but I mean, don't just before the end of the year." That's what he said. I was like,
can you fucking do this,
yeah,
please?
He doesn't. Well, he didn't even remember. He doesn't have anyone breathing down his neck, so
It's like, hey,
I don't have anyone breathing down mine except for you.
Yeah, this fucking dipshit has two of these interfaces.
Yeah,
What's up with these?
I think they credited me already for it, like I returned it.
Oh, see, damn.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah.
Hey, it's a really nice Focusrite you got there.
Mind if I get two? One that doesn't work for me and one that does?
It'd be a really shame if somebody bought two and then got credit for the other one.
So he called me today. We chatted up a little bit, told him what I was doing with it.
Perfect.
He
Ryan.
didn't care. Okay, so then I actually got some other things in the mail just yesterday.
Okay.
I got a Volca keys. It's a keys looper is what how they market it. So
It's like the synth key part.
And then I got the bass version. So
And this is to go with your Volca Beats, which is the
drum
drum
beats,
kind.
bass, and
Yeah.
keys. So they're all analog
Yeah.
considered.
So this is like just last episode. So a week ago, you talked about like how you wanted to get these things, and you just fucking bought them.
So I did it.
Because you made the 3D stand.
Yeah,
you had to get the other
like, I had
things
to
to
fill
complete.
it.
And there you go. Okay, got it.
And I couldn't just put one thing in the stand.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's like Pringles, man. And I get it. So you ended up getting these things, and how you liking it so far?
Good. They're cool. I have to figure out how to, which I might have to get some type of, I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to record out of all three
Yeah.
at the same time, and I can't figure it out.
So you're able to have them linked and talk to each other, right?
Yeah.
Through
For tempo and
what are they like? What quarter or an eighth inch?
they're 1/8 inch. So I got those two. So I got like
1/8 inch cables.
some Roland patch cable or signal cables, is what they call them,
Yeah.
or sync cables.
I don't know.
That's what they call them.
Okay.
So I have all three of them synced. I can actually sync it to my mini log also.
That's kind of what you would use for like patch bay or stuff like that. So it's almost like
So I think what I want to try is, I don't know, do they make 3 cables, like let's say headphone out of the quarter or the 1/8 inch into a 1/4 inch line, like all 3 into one?
Wait, what? So you want?
I want to record in. If I could put it into either the Focusrite or into the input on the mini log,
I don't know.
or like maybe there's a patch bay or something.
Well, why don't you just have the output of the Volca set up, right? Because they all have separate outputs, right?
Yeah, but the only outputs are the headphones.
Oh,
They
okay.
have MIDI in. They all have MIDI in,
So that
and that's another thing I wanted to think about is, do they make a MIDI patch bay?
I wonder. I mean, I don't know. I really wouldn't know. I think you would have to get all those to maybe a separate mixer to do an input.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out the line inputs on your Scarlets,
that's
but
right.
maybe you can figure out
I could probably
TRS.
go into on the back of those.
Yeah, TRS outputs from the
I haven't
Volcos.
done any research on it except for like syncing them.
Uh-huh.
I had it when I put them all together. I put all the cables on, and then I took a picture and I went to play it. I'm like, it won't play. I'm like, I think because I put an endless like sync, and then they're all waiting for one to start, and it wouldn't start because
Okay.
it waits for one to command the rest. And so I
Yeah.
unplugged one, and it was fine.
Okay. And then I don't know. You're kind of on your own there.
Yeah, that's fine.
YouTube it, Google it.
That's how I am, man.
Reddit.
I'm a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Not really.
Lone Ranger.
Yeah. Well, there's some kind of shit with those too, so I want to talk about that later.
Okay.
Let's move on to you with your what's new.
All right, let's see. So I finally got my pedal genie that we
Yes.
So Johnny Ray had back in
Friend of the show?
July. Yeah, friend of the show. Back in July, he for my birthday.
July?
Yeah.
That was when your birthday was?
Yeah, he got me a 3-month subscription to Pedal Genie.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. It was partially, like he said, is like to be the guinea pig for this website. He's like,
Yeah.
it sounds cool. Like you can just kind of like Netflix.
We have friends that love it.
DVD trial kind of version of like, oh, you get a pedal for the month that you pay for just the service. You can have a pedal you can keep it for a week of the whole month.
You can
whatever.
buy it if
just
you want.
Yeah, just as long as you whatever as you're paying for it, you kind of loan it out. You can do up to 3, whatever. And then, so anyways, it's kind of just gifting this 3 months. I'm like, okay, cool. So I went on there and I wanted to, the goal with this is to go for really weird effects and pedals that I
Probably would never buy.
no, and also that I can't get easily out of my fractal.
Oh, yeah.
Because, that thing does a lot. And I don't really want to be like, let me try a phaser, because I know what phasers I like. I like the MXR.
Yeah, we know.
And
Just
then-
don't even go there.
There's also the Mutron from Johnny Ray. So that's a very boutique, very like niche
Okay, go
one.
there.
So it's cool. Like, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't need to like, let me test other ones because I don't care.
Yeah.
And then like drives, I'm like, I do like drives, but I'm like, I'm not searching for any because I do find new ones that I like, but it's not really a journey I'm on. I like my amp drive. I like my 80, series orange amps, little, crunchy, pushed with something.
Yeah.
And so far, I've liked Blues Breakers, Tube Screamers. I like the Walrus 385. I like the, Messner. I like, the Voyager and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, these light drives are really cool. And then
I'm glad you like all of my pedals.
And the thing is, like, I also like, Tumnus. I like, the Clom style ones. I like the Han, Ton. I guess I'm pretty good with mixing my amps and what I'm looking for with overdrives. And I'm like, I'm not looking for a drive. And, I'm like, what do I want? I want the weird pedals. So I put a list on there, and then also have on my list preamp, amp in a box style pedals.
Nice.
Because the goal with that is I want to test out and push the limits of my Torpedo Cab M. Because I have a power amp and cab IR simulation in there, but you put a preamp pedal in there, and then you could almost have on like a pedal train Nano an amp XLR out. And I want to see how good that sounds.
Have you tried any of my preamps?
I tried I don't want a preamp. I want an amp in a box. I guess I am using it like a preamp. I did use the Dookie drive and I like it. I might borrow that again to try, because I am tweaking the preset that I'm making for this setup. So I have different like Wumplers on there. I have different, I think Seymour Duncan has a preamp amp in a box pedal.
Benson, do you have that preamp from Benson? I it's not the amp in a box.
I don't think that's on Pedal Genie. But anyway, so those are the two things that I'm going for.
Yeah.
So, to get this going and set it up. So I'm like, cool. I make my list or whatever, and then Johnny sent me that code and stuff like that, the gift certificate and whatever. And then so I go to make my list. I make my account or whatever. I'm like, cool. Let's get this going. It is not easy. So I will give you my honest opinion on it. It's a cool idea and stuff like that, but I'm giving you my honest feedback. It's not an easy website to start. Like when you're giving somebody a gift, I'm like, man, this is fucking difficult. I was like, where do I enter this code? Where's this number, 11-digit number? How do I enter this in? So I get this started. And then it was like, oh, okay. There's no information. And then you look on the gift certificate. It says to call this number. I'm like, great. It's 7 p.m. here. I doubt they're open. Great. So I will not start my account now. Yeah. And then I'm like, cool. I'll call the next day or at the time that I'm like, I have this gift certificate on me. And then when I'm not at work or whatever, or if I have it, and if the stars fucking align, it's like calling for an online service is a bitch.
I think we're just, as millennials, we just have it too easy, Brian.
I know. Well, the thing is, I'm trying to get this going. So I called several different days.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, keeping in mind business hours on East Coast time.
Yeah.
No answer. 3 different times. At 11 a.m. my time. At noon. At 1. I'm like, you gotta be open.
Yeah.
I'm sure you close at 5 and you check on their website. We close at 6 or I think like 6:30 Eastern time. I'm like, you guys are open.
Yeah, but
nobody's picking up.
Maybe they were just in the shitter. Maybe they were getting a cup of coffee.
Oh shit! Because I'm like, I sent an email. I'm like, finally, yo, this is a hassle. You're an online, you have a website. And I'm like, how come I can't enter this in? I'm like, I can't even talk to anybody because I'm calling and nobody's picking up.
Well, and Johnny said that even getting the gift certificate was a hassle.
A hassle. So I'm like, okay, it's a great idea and great service, but I'm like, why is this not streamlined to be only online? Like, I don't create websites and I don't do any of this stuff, but I'm like, this is a bitch. And so they, got back to me. It's like, they did get back to me, and I told them like, hey, can I just do this? I want to use this gift certificate because somebody bought it. Can I please use this? And they're like, oh yeah, you can do it this way. I'm like, cool. So the workaround, which is 5 steps, I think it was 4 steps. So give them credit. It was 4 steps to do this process.
You had to do still?
Yeah, it was listed nowhere on their website. Absolutely nowhere. to get this without a phone call to them. So I did it, and it worked. So that's my bitching, is that I'm like, can I please use this thing that somebody paid money for? Anyway, so I finally, that's the slag off of the website.
Jesus, it sounds like a Brian file here.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Anyway, so I got my first pedal from them, which as soon as I entered it in and got it done the next day, they're like, we got it all taken care of. You're good to go. Here's your confirmation for sending out the next pedal. You're getting the Alexander Defender, the Neo pedal, the newer line of the Neo type pedals. And because that was one of the weirder kind of effects. And it was I'm not going to lie, the graphics caught my eye. It's very, very good looking pedal, very cool. And Alexander,
retro looking, right? Tried
their flanger, and I did like it a lot. And that was one of the flangers I really wanted to get before I got my fractal, yada yada. Get out of the way. So I was really excited for this one as a newer one that they had. So I'm like, cool. Got that in the mail. Hunky dory. They shipped it really well. It's super easy.
How fast was the shipping? Once you finished that, when did it arrive?
Probably 2 days later.
Really?
Yeah. So pretty quick.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It was so like.
All right,
my whole bitching is like
they got some clunky spots in their web and their.
I mean, to my mind, it's an easy problem to fix. How they solve that might not be so easy, but I'm like, just get this to be online only, and put the steps if you can do it without calling, because calling this number that nobody picks up. Anyways, go on, get out of the way, Brian. Come on, forget it. Let bygones be bygones. So I get this pedal.
You can do this.
Get this pedal and. Not trying to steal a bit from our friends at the Tone Control, just to review a pedal. I'm not going to play it because I was going to make a demo, but this pedal sucks dick. Spoiler alert! The Defender is not good. So it's an overdrive distortion fuzz, but also you can mix in 3 different effects. So almost, the modulation type effects. Kind of. They are octave, up or down. Delay that goes like super fast, like chorusy, or to a slapback. So it's not like it's like or to where it sounds, chorus is kind of like a delay.
Yeah,
it's very fast. And then it has like a filter effect. And then you can mix between all of them. So between the 3 dirts and the 3 effects, you can mix between them, and then you can ramp in between different settings and have presets and stuff like that. So with the dirt drive, there are 3 shitty sounding dirt effects.
Really?
And then 3 underwhelming effects modulations. And you can mix between the 3 or the 6 of those.
So none of them stood out. None of them were good.
That and sucks. I was like, oh, cool. I played it and I was like, cool. And I like read about it because like I like to read up on the pedals, and I read it, and I'm like, I saw a couple demos, and I kind of got how to work the pedal. I'm like, this is going back in the bag. So I am sending that back to Pedal Genie tomorrow, and hopefully I get something else.
Nice. Is it USPS or what?
Yep. And so they'll pick it up tomorrow, and I'll get it. So
does it come with a return label?
Yep. Everything else is super easy. So I hate to talk shit about it, but I'm like, I had to tell my experience. I had to tell my story. I'm living my story. Okay. Don't try to deny me my own experience. All right.
All right. We won't. God damn. Just stop. Just talk somewhere else.
Yeah. So that part was not good, but now that the gears are turning and up and running, I'm liking it. And yet again, the Tone Control have mentioned this. Any pedal that you get from Pedal Genie, it's you decide if you like it or not. It's not Pedal Genie. Like they don't make the pedal. You chose it to have that on your list.
They're just a delivery service.
Yeah, and it's really cool because I'm like, I tried this. I'm like, cool. I tried it for a couple hours, and I'm like, I'm not going to even bring this here. I don't like it.
Wait, you tried the pedal for a couple hours?
Yeah, I was like learning it and reading up on it. I guess
Why don't you just play it first and like flip through? Like you go. Can't hear it. You click through and you go, that sounds like shit. That sounds like shit. That's all right. Cool. Where's that box? Put it back in. Send it back.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
No, but you read up on it.
Well, yeah, I was trying to.
Hours.
Okay, I thought you were trying to say like I spent not enough time. No, you're saying I spent too much time.
I'm saying you spent too much time.
Well, it's not like I could send it back any sooner. I'm
I
sending
know,
it
but you
back
can just get it
tomorrow.
out of your life. Once it's back in the box, everything's back to normal.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Or you could do Kyle styles where you put it right back in the cabinet,
Yeah.
and then you just never look at it again.
No, that's not true. I pull those out and play them every once in a while.
Anyway, so my first Pedal Genie experience is mixed. Very cool once it's up and running. A very cool idea.
yeah. It just sounds like they have to work through some...
Yeah, the whole gift thing is like not a...
Well,
I'm sure they don't get those very
exactly.
often.
And I think that's probably why.
Mm-hmm.
Is they probably use a third party with the gift card, with everything, so they have to go through...
I don't
and
know.
they keep things on file, and there's a number. That's why you probably couldn't. That's why when you called, they still had to have you go to another. Did you go to the same their
same website? But I had to.
They probably have to recall the number. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something weird, and then like emailed several people. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so far so good. I don't like the Alexander Defender pedal. Not to slag on Alexander, that pedal is just not for me.
What about Xander? I always get those mixed up. Xander pedals.
Yeah, they're different completely. They're out of
Yeah.
the UK and Alexander, just because it's the similar sounding or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was not a huge fan of that. But
What's next though?
so I went to Guitar Center the other day. I
Jesus.
don't make that trek very often, and with good reason. It's not. I mean, I guess went there. I'm like, I'm just trying to look at used stuff, and they have nothing really there.
I got something for you. I also went there.
Oh, really? You saw nothing? I saw
the
like
weekend. Yeah.
a beat up old Japanese Squire Strat, which I'm like, that's kind of cool. Used was still like $250, which I thought
Jesus.
was still a lot.
Yeah.
And it was covered in stickers and just dinged up and scratched. I'm like, that's kind of cool, but it's also like,
You didn't get to do those.
yeah, what the fuck? I'm like, I would pay $200 or $150 for that. It's Japanese still, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, Japanese are pretty good.
Anyways, so not much to report from that whole thing, but I ran into Tim Powers from Modern Love, Johnny's band. He was on an episode way back in December.
I think it's Tim's band.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Tim's band. I ran into him and I was just chatting with him, and he stopped in because he was like kind of in the market for a guitar. He wants to do a Gibson. He sold his AC30 and he's got some money and he wants to buy another guitar. And I think, you kind of get that in that mode.
You get that itch.
Yeah. He says eventually he wants to get a twin, and I think he has his Blues Deluxe or whatever.
Yeah.
The 212, so I'm like 40 watt or 60 watt amp Fender. I'm like, that's kind of perfect. I don't know why to me, I'm like, a twin's really cool, but I'm like, that's even bigger and heavier and 85 watts. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But kind of what they do is like a clean platform that's loud, and they are a loud band.
Yeah.
And kind of what he's doing like some punk stuff too. Like he's doing pop punk record that he's working on too. And I'm like, oh, I guess like a twin could be really cool too. Throw a good drive on there. Anyway, so I talked to him about guitars, and so he had a couple in mind. So maybe you just do a quick aside to this. I think he's already chosen the one that he's going to buy, but he was looking at OfferUp, but he was just stopped into Guitar Center to see
what's there. Yeah.
So there is like an older, I think early 2000s or, Les Paul, Gibson Les Paul Studio, all black with just the chrome hardware.
Yeah.
So you've seen those, the two humbuckers was the 490Ts or whatever the hell they are. So it's just like, they're like Gibson humbuckers. They're, the chrome looking ones. It's a Studio. So there's no binding on it. It's just a plain black double humbucker. It's their, little.
He's a Gibson guy, right?
He has an SG, and I think he has a Tele.
Oh.
So he's
a guitar guy, right?
Yeah, he's. So it's between that one, which is like, okay, you know what you're getting there. 3 position. And then he also saw a Les Paul Jr. double cutaway TV yellow with 2 P90s. You know what those are. And so what would you say between those two? They're similar priced, and they're used. They're both up around $400. Used.
I love me some double cutaway. And it's a junior. I don't like the carved tops.
Also, if you think of the guitars that he has, so he's got a Tele, and then he's got an SG, which is your normal setup, the dual humbucker one. So I'm like,
I gotta go P90.
I would too.
Really? With a double cutaway?
A double cutaway.
I thought you hate those.
I do not like those very much, but that makes
they
more
look
sense.
So cool.
I don't think so.
You almost have one.
I
Except
have
this one's better.
I have
Twice the.
I have a single cutaway
Yeah,
that has one humbucker, so I'm not really close at all.
I'm talking about the shape of the guitar.
Okay.
No, mine's black and pink.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
And not,
Should be a lawyer.
And not double cutaway and doesn't have P90s. Anyway, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's
because
not argue right now, okay?
It's just not in front of the kids.
Do we have to do this now?
You're trying to silence me? You're trying to shush me?
You undermining me in front of the kids?
I was thinking the P90s like Les Paul too, because I'm like that's more different than the other ones.
Yeah,
because you'd rather I don't know. To me, I'm like I'd rather have a guitar.
His SG is a double cutaway also.
I know, but it has the P90s.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like
for sonically.
Yeah, I'm like I don't play very many many P90s, but eventually when your guitar's up and running, I'm sure we'll have more experience.
Yeah,
when that with that whole thing. But I'm like, okay, that would work for Modern Love's sound. What they do
definitely.
I know Eric plays P90s, but he also just recently got a humbucker guitar, which I think would be cool because I'm like, oh, then they just switch off. So if somebody's playing a humbucker, he plays a P90, and even like a double P90 attack for two guitars would be really cool. And then he's doing pop punk stuff, and with like P90 would be perfect because it's kind of the gruntier, more mid-heavy, single coil. So it's kind of like, throw some dirt on there and stuff like that. So anyway,
throw some dirt on it.
Yeah.
I have a quick. I know you. I have already spoken about my what's new, but I did go to Guitar Center.
Okay, what was your experience?
We were just driving by. Okay, Carrie and I
driving along.
My wife.
Along.
Okay, so she had suggested, do you want to go to Guitar Center? I'm like,
thought you'd never ask.
Woman of my dreams, right there. All right, so. we went. All right, I went. She didn't want to go in actually.
Okay.
I go inside. I'm like, I usually just hit the used like you do.
Yeah, that's usually.
I hit the used pedal cabinet. Right, fly by that like a bunch of times and
nothing new.
No. Okay, so and I'm like, okay, I see a way huge pedal. I'm like, all right, well that'd be kind of good. It's past the fucking 30 days. But people have looked at this pedal for 30 days at least, right? 34 days.
Yeah.
Haven't bought it. So I go to the counter. I stand there for like 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Like, okay, let's say 10 minutes.
Okay.
15 might be a little high.
A little exaggeration.
Stood there. I made eye contact with as many associates as I could. And this guy's like, people are selling like shitty guitars and like they're buzzing, like the strings are buzzing. Oh yeah, this will get cleaned up once we put some new strings on it. I'm listening to these conversations. I'm like,
that's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds like the thing needs a setup.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we'll get some new strings. You got to buy some new strings for this. I'm like, fucking lie. Anyways, didn't get help.
Yeah.
Didn't buy the pedal. I walked out all pissed. That was it. I was just like, motherfuckers.
Bad customer service.
Yeah. Bad Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Bad customer service. Does it.
I don't know. I only kind of go in there just to see any like used stuff, and usually there really hasn't been anything.
Usually it's and I looked it up on Reverb, and it was below. It was like right at, I guess, but all of them had shipping of like, I don't know, really high shipping,
like 12, 15
like,
bucks.
Fuck off
for a pedal.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that would be tax. So I could walk out with a pedal today, but I couldn't do it. Could not fucking leave.
Son of a bitch.
Could not walk out with it.
Yeah, no, that's that. I guess, quick one for both of us. So last episode we were talking about a show that we were prepping the bass board for.
Yeah, we were about to rock out.
Oh man, the show did not happen. Apparently that venue closed.
Yeah.
So
the day before.
Yeah, the morning of the show, we got an email saying we shut our doors. We're not, here.
Yeah.
We can't play the show. So I'm like, that sucks. But it's also like a thing. I'm like,
c'est la vie.
It happens. But it's also like, I'm glad we found out before we got
like
there.
8:30 instead of 8:30 p.m.
Yeah. And I'm like, instead of
a.m. not p.m.
Yeah. I'm glad we knew before instead of actually going down there and finding out like, doors are closed. Anyway, so that show didn't happen. So we don't have any feedback yet about Kyle's bass effects board.
I'll have to practice it some more.
We'll get some more dry runs here. But I think the next show that we have is not until November. So we have some time to work it out and get, and we've actually, people have been sending us ideas too for noise effects and stuff like that. So somebody mentioned the slow from Walrus. So we have to look at that. But
see if I can wrestle that one out of Ryan's hands.
Yeah. I don't see if we can borrow that or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
But,
I think I'll just play guitar and then just do an octave pedal.
Yeah.
But
if you guys have ideas for noise effects, I guess tune into the last episode for more details. But it's like noise pedals for bass because we want to do stuff in between songs and make things cool and wacky and weird. Let us know. But anyway, let's get into some topics. That's along what's new. So this comes, this comes. Actually, we have a couple from other people. We actually did not do really any prep for this except for the what's new, which is gabbing. Talking shit about websites. Okay, so this comes from Instagram. So when we did that call out for topics, this one was a little bit more longer. It wasn't as quick of a, I wanted to
we wanted to take some time with this one.
This one is like we had to do a little bit more planning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this was from Tethered to the Pole Star on Instagram. So he had mentioned that topic. So you can get a whole pedal board from one company. What would you choose?
Yeah. We've done this topic before.
Yes, we did this before, probably over a year ago, and we ended up pushing it to our Patreon just because another podcast happened to do that topic.
The same time.
They
released it a day before
They
us.
released it on Monday, so I'm sure you can figure out what podcast that was. We were releasing on Tuesday, so instead of I don't know. Why do the same topic if you're in the same genre?
Yeah, so we pushed that to Patreon.
Because that's hack or whatever. Yeah. So we moved it and we still did it, but we pushed it to Patreon and we recorded a whole new. Yeah. Anyways,
but the scars have healed.
Yeah, and also reflecting on that, we have changed. We're singing a little different tunage this time.
Definitely.
So you can go on Patreon, hit up the page and check that one out.
The page,
but. We're bringing it back 2019, September? Almost October 2019. This is where we are. If we had to pick a brand to do a pedal board, and I'm completely different, and I know Kyle is. Do you want me to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Let's limit it to 5 because you can be like, I want to do the whole line from MXR. So I think we kind of also talked about don't do Boss, don't do MXR because I think we did those also. And also it's like, we get it. You like it.
Yeah.
We get the bit, pal. So I chose Nocturne Brain.
Oh.
So the Nocturne Brain played a lot of those pedals.
Local boy.
Yeah. So Tavo is local to San Diego now.
It's like a mile and a half away from us.
Yeah. Really cool pedals as well. So I was looking at this. I'm like, this could be just a great 5-pedal pedal board. All his pedals. So I'll start kind of maybe at the beginning. So his Detroit Casket pedal. It's like a transparent organic overdrive.
Yeah.
And it sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And it's like I always like to do that in front of pushed amp or even clean kind of as your bass signal. And then we've played this one a lot, the Ubangi Stomp.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of like his take on a Rat.
Yeah.
And so with the distortion and then with the overdrive, I'm like, okay, we got our dirt covered. And then I'm thinking like, okay, what else can I get? And it's like, I want some, he's definitely more of like a classic kind of tones guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be like, I have my phaser and I have my,
here's a flanger,
bit crusher and stuff here. And I have,
who knows? He might go there.
He might come up with that.
We don't want to sell him short, but as of right now.
So he has amps and he also has like a standalone reverb unit, like spring, stuff like that. I'm not going to choose that. But I would do his tremolo, the Nailhead. So it's kind of like his take, it's like he's very like vintage kind of like, he's very rockabilly kind of guy and stuff like that, very rock setup.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like I said, it's not very super modern, but it is kind of taking vintage sounds, making modern solid takes on things, especially because these are pedals that have a vintage voiced, tremolo and stuff like that. And then his Mystery Brain. which is kind of like, it's like a space echo. So it's delay,
Has a
and
preamp.
has a preamp in it, and that's where I'm like, oh, he has his like kind of like brain preamps that he takes kind of similar vibe and harkens to the space echoes, which are great units. But the thing is, like, are you going to want a tape unit with you? No, but you still want that kind of tape sound in your delay and maybe some of the flutter, and just like that that dirt from the preamp you can get from the Mystery Brain. And then you also have a plate reverb, which he does in the El Pescadoro. Dora.
I didn't look it up.
It's gonna be either one of those. It's a plate reverb, also with another kind of preamp dirt in it, so you can dirty up the reverbs and stuff like that. Some of the trails, and I'm like, that's cool. Like, those 5 pedals are gonna be a very sick looking pedal board, because he has that whole kind of like roadster kind of like rockabilly vibe on his stuff.
The rat rod.
Yeah,
kind
very
of thing.
very cool. Like,
He's
pedal
got
board.
tiki kind of feel on some of them. And
Yeah.
that's kind of his vibe.
Yeah, very cool. And I'm like, man, you could just throw that on a board. It'd look badass. And it also would be like, oh, they're totally functional. And I'm like, throw that into like a clean or even a pushed little bit amp. And I'm like, that's your sound. I'm like, there's nothing. I'm like, you cut the fat. It's
See,
all there.
If I was you and picked that, I would have also been like, okay, those are my pedals. And then I got a spring tank.
And then give me the spring tank.
And then that's not part of the pedal board. Boom, gotcha.
Also, I need the amp as well.
Exactly.
So give me
Keep
one of those,
going.
like, just crank that bitch. Yeah, that'd be tight. So Nocturne Brain is my choice. And
Nice.
that's completely different than last time. Really.
What did you pick last time?
I think I chose JHS, which is not a bad buy there. But I'm like, having more experience with the Nocturne Brain pedals thanks to Jim Bowers. And
Jimmy B.
Yeah, just actually playing those has really kind of like opened your eye to like, man, these are great. And he's really, cool guy and local and great stuff like that. Small company. Into that, Kyle, what is yours?
All right. So
pick one company, 5 pedals. What you got?
I went a little outside what I normally do. Okay. So I picked Way Huge. The Way Huge Smalls. All the Smalls things.
Okay.
You can use that for the name of the episode
there
too if you want. All right, so they have the Blue Hippo
Chorus,
which is a chorus. I don't know. I've yet to play that one, but
I think you played it at.
I think it's just based off.
It's on the NAMM board last time at the Dunlop booth.
Yeah,
which I guess this is Dunlop Way Huge MXR, so it's not an MXR pedal. You got me.
Boom, gotcha,
bitch.
That's why I said ventured a little.
Okay, don't want to go too far.
Don't want to go too far into the darkness, or I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
All right. Overrated special. I own one.
Overrated, underrated.
Yeah.
Got it.
Fuck yeah. It's a great pedal. Actually, I like it. You don't like it.
No, I like it.
not what you
It's
said.
definitely. I'm finding that I'm not a huge
You don't
Dumble fan.
Yeah.
I do like. I prefer the Shinjuku drive from.
It's
MXR.
a lighter sound, I guess. But that one has too much bass.
It has a lot of bass. They both have a lot of bass to it.
Yeah.
But with the switch on the Shinjuku,
you can get rid of it.
Get some of the treble back.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the Dumble sound, which is more of the blues thing.
Yeah,
and that's like what people go for because they want the richer notes, especially if you're playing neck pickups. So
nothing I have.
Budget pedal champ, that's kind of your pedal. You should go for one of those Dumbles. He's all neck pickup all day.
Dang.
That's kind of more their thing for blues because you want some of the glassier cleans, but with a little dirt, and that's kind of like what a Dumble can get for you. Anyway, but the overrated special actually has knobs that make it good for kind of punk rock stuff too.
I liked how I played it at, I told you, Pitbull.
And then you played it here.
Yeah.
I like it.
I play it here because it's mine. But I got Octopus, the smalls.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool.
Well, why wouldn't you want the delay? I think I might just have to buy one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
put them both together.
I've played
Mix
one
them
of
both
those, and then a couple of people have those on their boards, and they're really cool. I think they are, it's just a great analog delay pedal. So I'm a big fan of.
I'm sure it might be based off Carbon Copy.
I don't know if it is, but if it is, then I'm liking.
And then when I got that pedal, it was between the Conspiracy Theory and the Overrated Special. So I have to add Conspiracy Theory, which is a clone.
That's more my style.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to buy all these at the end of this show. I'm just have to
I see you.
run them down on
You're
reverb.
sweating. You're like,
Just talking about them. So this is
he's heating up.
this is an overdrive heavy board.
Well, no, you got your delay. You got the
Chorus.
modulation. You already.
Yeah, and then this third one is the super lead, which is
What is that?
It's a very sensitive overdrive, so you can. It's supposed to be like
Marshall
you run it.
in a box? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm thinking super lead just because that's what Marshall says.
Super.
no?
It's super lead.
Super lead.
I just know that it's very sensitive with the volume, so you can run it super hot and then you bring it back, and it like basically it's meant for if you're running your volume, like if you're more like running your pinky up and down.
But what
But
about that angry troll? That's like a boost
yeah, I
kind
didn't.
of deal. I guess that's a little more boring.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, and I looked at even was it the green pickle?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the fuzz.
Yeah, and I'm like because I was looking at only the smalls,
Yeah,
all the smalls things.
Do they have a tube screamer too? They don't have a reverb or anything.
No, they don't have a reverb. Not even in the bigger line.
No, but yeah, the angry troll is the bigger line. That's like a
Yeah,
It's a popular boost. I think I guess it's unpopular. I know some bands like it when space isn't an issue. Because
Yeah.
it's like a boost that's fucking huge.
huge. Yeah,
Way
No,
huge.
Was
yeah.
it the yeah?
We get it.
Purple Platypus is also a pretty cool pedal.
That wasn't like an octave
Yeah,
fuzz thing, right?
yeah, but I
it's a
think
bass.
What's cool is you can get rid of the fuzz completely. I think out of
Let's
that.
make it an octave kind of.
Yeah, if you wanted to, which I don't know why you would, but it did sound really cool when I was demoing it at the LA Stompbox exhibit.
Oh yeah, I guess that could have been
Segway.
That could have been what's new, but I guess it will have
It-
already happened by the time this comes out.
It's so new it hasn't happened yet today.
Yeah. So we are going to that, or I am going to that one this year. We are as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm going. I
yeah.
got the time off.
Yeah. So Johnny, Kyle, myself, and Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers are going up to that LA Stomp Box.
Road trip.
The Broad trip. We're
Yeah.
going up there. So, knowing me, I am going to try and bring the Zoom, and maybe we can get roadie episode.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be there. I haven't talked to last time Deep Space was there. Maybe
Yeah.
get him on a quick.
I know Beatronics is there. They posted about
We
it.
could hit up Maris. They'll probably do one with us.
Or even just like
Hell
the
no.
four of us could do one.
They won't do. I mean, the thing
I'm
is,
sure they have no fucking time.
yeah, no, they don't. These guys, when you're there, they're hustling.
Well, yeah. I've never been, so I'm excited for that. But no, that'd be cool. So, hear more about that. Maybe we'll do a quick episode, even if it's just the four of us.
Yeah,
do
we
a
can-
recap or whatever.
Do it in the Vic.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. A roadie episode. You get the XLR there, or the XY mic, sorry, and then boom, bada bing, bada boom, baby. Nice.
That's my board.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think
Pretty
as
solid.
I look outside of MXR, I'm still in the bubble, but I still want to get some of those way huge smalls.
The small way huges.
Even the big ones are kind of cool, but
Yeah, they do the Superpuss, which is the has
the fuzz with the
no. It's the Superpuss, so it's the Aquapuss with it's kind of like the deluxe version of that. It has tap tempo,
yeah, I have
it has
seen that.
the divisions and stuff like that.
yeah.
That'd be cool. I think I saw that on Fluff from Riffs, Beards, and Gear. His whole thing, and that's kind of what like drew me towards that. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. So this comes from Facebook. So just today, Cameron Baharami.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right,
I think that's how you say it. Barami?
Baharami. Okay, whatever. Cameron B.
What's up, Cammy?
He wrote this, and I think it'd be kind of cool just to bat this ball of yarn around. Humbuckers for single coils.
Oh.
What's your take on that?
How much time you got?
We
Got
can,
all night, baby.
Yeah. As much time as you want, pal.
I think I lean more towards humbuckers.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think single coils sound too thin for what I like.
Yeah.
I guess. But I don't know. Recently I've been thinking like probably should get some single coil for the telly.
Yeah, I would
because I have humbuckers with that Squire, right?
Oh yeah, with their
and then
Squire.
I'm gonna have a humbucker in that mystery build I'm doing.
Yeah,
mystery build, the Warmouth build I'm doing, and then I'll have a P90. But I need to get some single coil, so maybe I'll change that little 59 over to a single.
I think
nothing too hot though.
Making that telly, a telly setup, traditional like 2 single coils. I think that would make sense because I'm like, oh, just make it 2 single coils. Because it's like, why not? You already have a telly that has 2 humbuckers.
Yeah.
Just make that one have 2 single coils.
But I just bought a harness for it.
Oh, okay.
So give it like 4 years.
And then I'll switch it.
Yeah.
You don't have a whole lot of experience with single coils. I guess you playing like tellies. You know.
Yeah, I mean standard setup tellies usually they're singles.
Yeah. What about like strats?
Strats, I've never really liked them. I guess because when I first started playing guitar, I was like, "Oh, that's what everyone plays. You don't want to play that."
Yeah,
and so I just totally stayed away from them.
Never gone back. Huh?
No.
Yeah, there's I don't know. There's sounds that you get out of the traditional 3 single coil like Strat setup that I'm like,
they're kind of cool. Yeah,
don't like those for me.
Oh well,
but I'm like, no, like I said, it's cool. Like I'll watch like guitar players. I'll see them, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Or like it's like the Rhett Shull guy on YouTube. He's a YouTube guitar player. He's a session player. He's like does really. He bounces around between guitars. He's got like probably 10 different really nice guitars, and but they're all distinct setups and like pickups and everything is so different, and they kind of have their own voice. You know, when he jumps like really predominantly to single coils, but he'll do different like Atelli styles, like single coils, P90s, Jazz Masters, and then Strat, and then each one of them sounds so different, and each shows you the difference of like, oh, this is how this like pickup setup goes with these fuzz or this drive or whatever. And I'm like, man, that sounds great, but I don't play anything like that.
Yeah,
I don't play. He plays kind of like, either like kind of like dirty rock, country rock kind of stuff, or he'll do like a funk band and stuff like that. I'm like, that's great, and he kills it. But I'm like that, or like the Yvette Young. When I watched her rig rundown, it sounds great and killer. And like, because it's so much clarity in single coils as opposed to
well, you can't take the dirt away on a lot of those humbuckers. You can't take the thickness.
Yeah,
like
that's sometimes it's like,
but you can add that to a single almost.
But sometimes, yeah. But there's also like the clarity out of the single coils is different than the clarity out of humbuckers. And there are lower output humbuckers, which is what I mostly use. Even though I play out of high gain amps and drive and distortion, because I'm like, I was like,
you're not doing metal,
Yeah, but it's also with that, it's like there's only like so much you can go. There's no dynamic. It's like if you're ever like mixing something, like you don't want the dynamic gone and just like the noise floor or like the whole like dynamic range gone. And so that's why I prefer low output humbuckers. But that would be really great for single coils because you can get more, you can always add more volume and gain with your amp. And more bass or whatever with some of the EQ, but like the clarity, like there's certain, like there's the, of your notes and just the way that they actually like project and like, articulation with some of those. I don't know if I could throw more buzzwords at you, but it's really the way I can see. And I only currently at the moment own one guitar that has single coils, and that's my Jazzmaster. And I really, really do enjoy that guitar. It really sounds great for almost everything. When I'm playing chords, when I'm just strumming out chords, when I'm like, for live, that's what I'm doing. I'm either, matching up with you and doing the chords, or I'm doing maybe some lead work, and it really stands out. I can really kind of cut and also have some note definition if I do like both single coils at the same time in the middle position, and especially with that Gun Street harness, I have a bunch of different options that I can do. Yeah, it sounds great, but there's one part where it's lacking in a single guitar mix. It's palm mutes. It's like it sounds like
it's the bridge.
It's
It's hard to do with that guitar.
it's not really that. It's the it's the pickups.
Oh.
Because I mean, I have good enough technique to do it properly.
So good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can do it properly, but it just with those, it just doesn't sound good unless I double it or quad track something.
Yeah.
And I can't do that live. And it's just it's super thin. It's like, okay, cool. This part where it's like or like it's not just downstrokes. It's like when you do like
Oh, yeah.
like say for Stadium Street where it's like John I'm like I can't do that with single coils because it sounds like blink 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 like, and that's the only time.
Sounds like a slot machine.
Yeah, it's like you can really hear the pick articulation, which is cool.
Yeah,
but it doesn't give me that that I want out of like even low output humbuckers. I'm like, so I'd rather, because like a good half of our set, or maybe at least a third of the set has palm mutes, because we're a pop punk band. In case you guys didn't know. And so I need those. So I'm like, I'd rather just not play those live. So it's always like to me, I just put new strings on my Jazzmaster recently, or maybe a few weeks ago. And like, man, this thing sounds killer. I love just playing and jamming. And then I was like, every time I was like, let me try just setting it a little different. Let me try a little different drive. Watch this drive. No, I try like on my Fractal. I try it out of my Rock Reverb. I try it on my AD15. I'm like, I just can't. I know this is not going to work for the band to go like. I'm like, well, okay. I can't.
I tried, folks. I tried.
So I put that back on the wall. I like that Jazzmaster a lot, but
I like playing chords with that thing. It's fun.
Yeah, it sounds great, and it's so good. And you can just let every note, you can hear everything. And then, so that's where for me, I think single coils usually give you your best voice and gives you more character as a player, but it doesn't really work for all the situations because you're really going to lose some oomph without the humbuckers. And it's like, if you're not playing, and I'm like I said, I'm not like a bluesy type player, and like I don't use my neck pickup all too much. Mm-hmm. 3 of my guitars don't even have a neck pickup.
A boozy type player.
There you go. Hey, take it easy, pal. I don't use that neck pickup all that often, so it's not like I need the the bell like tones or whatever that maybe a humbucker in the neck could do. But I don't know. I just noticed like that one sound that I can't get out of single coils is that bridge humbucker chug. And if I can't do that, then I'm like, I'm not going to play it live. But everything else, I can record maybe like a lot of different tracks with the Jazzmaster or single coils, but like lead lines I could probably do. But when it comes to live, I'm like, no, I got to have the humbucker. And so I usually just default to that because I'm like, if I can't get this one sound, but I can get it with this, and everything else sounds fine. Because I'm like, it's not to say that chords and lead lines don't sound good with humbuckers,
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I like having just one pickup on that telly though.
I like having one pickup for my guitars because it's for live, I guess, especially because I'm like, don't fucking worry about it.
Yeah, but you're kind of telling me how to live my life right now. I don't like it.
What, that single coils are good?
No, that I should put another pickup in that guitar and get rid of the humbucker too. Yeah,
but I don't know. I guess, yeah, but you're not going to have that because that's not going to be your only guitar. Yeah, do whatever you want. You bought the harness, Kyle. Yes, just bolster that your decision.
Thank you,
and then put
so much.
Only single coil in that guitar, I guess.
Ooh, it'd be pretty loud.
And that what you're going to do?
No, well, okay. I'll probably just keep it for now.
You're not explaining what you bought a harness for that guitar.
Yeah.
What pickup were you planning on putting in it then?
Just keeping it how it was.
Okay, just changing the harness. Got it.
Yeah, just changing the harness.
You made it sound like you were like, I'm going to put a single coil in this.
No, okay. So when I took possession of the guitar, it was butchered. Mm-hmm. I think I explained it. Someone used like plumbing solder inside there.
Yeah.
So I just like did my best and made the connections.
Yeah.
And it sounded, I'm like, all right, it's working. Putting this thing back together, it's fine. But now I'm like, got a harness for it. I'm gonna rip out all the old shit, put mine in there.
What is it? Is it gonna be a volume tone?
Just volume.
You're just gonna make it a volume only.
I don't know. Actually, I don't remember what I did. But I did it because I did 4 at once. I can't remember if I did volume tone with that one.
All right, money bags.
I think it's just volume.
All right, so you're gonna keep it a humbucker. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the yeah.
But I don't know. When I think of like a telly, I would want a telly to be a telly.
I get it.
So like, 2 single coils but it's up to you. It's your guitar.
But if you got a Strat, would you want it to be a Strat?
If I got another one, yeah.
You want it to just be three
single
singles?
coils, yeah. With the
You are
bridge,
a loser.
because I want to have the guitar to be its own thing.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
I get it. Because my Strat is never going to be a Strat.
No, it's way too far.
It's past its prime.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we are just rambling on about pickups, but if I could be the guitar player that could get away with single coils, I would love it. And the thing is, we haven't played P90s much, and that might be the one.
Uh-huh.
The P90, and I've always heard that. The thing is, I played one way back in the day with playing, and I didn't like it.
Well,
and because I liked, I was playing an Invader pickup, and I liked that with my Mesa, and then just the jump to a P90 just didn't work. So who knows? P90s might be my thing now, and I could always like maybe put a humbucker size P90s in my guitars, but we don't know yet. So we'll keep that as an open-ended one. But you had a quick topic, so
yeah.
I mean, I guess before we finish with that, Cameron, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
We do have a lot more to learn about pickups. We need to branch out a little bit more.
We understand we don't know everything.
We need to branch out a little bit more. Maybe if we didn't play punk, if we learned to play more styles of music, I think we'd be more open to using different pickups, or being one of the people that brings multiple, like a guitar boat to a show to play something on every song. Anyway, Kyle, you had something quick and easy.
Yeah, I had another rendition of the Kyle files.
Oh, we're bringing back the Kyle files.
We had it recently also with when Alex from Copper Sound was on.
But that was a page.
Yeah.
So
but
this is.
I'm just saying that I've expelled some energy recently.
We're putting this back on the main cast. I mean, get into the fucking cast, people. Come on. We got the Kyle files.
All right. So recently, I've bought some stuff on Reverb, and I bought stuff from Sean. So this is a culmination of different things. So I'm getting a little ticked off.
As the receiver, you're not liking.
I'm not mad at Sean, by the way.
No,
not mad at Sean. He did everything great.
Mad at what the
Postal Service?
You're gonna go postal on the Postal Service.
Yeah,
all right.
Postal Service.
I got
Amazon.
Oh, geez, Amazon.
Yeah, even Amazon. When I got this watch,
Slamazon.
Fucking,
you're slamming them.
Slammers on. And then I bought some stuff on Reverb. So I got the MXR was it the custom audio electronics?
Yeah.
So I bought the MXR
the Boost
collab.
Yeah, the Boost Overdrive.
It's a Boost Overdrive. The guy sent this. So this is actually the seller, right? Mm-hmm. So the seller sent this.
Seller on Reverb
sent this in like, like an 18 pack of beer box, like that big of a box.
Yeah.
He sent a pedal that's the size. It's not as big as a Strymon. It's like it's a double of like a MXR.
Yeah, it's the size of like, what's the tremolo Luminary?
There you go. It's that size. He sent it in that size of a box.
Is it the Luminary? No. It's the tremolo from whatever, Walrus.
Luminary is like a weird pedal. We won't even go there.
A different one, yeah. Anyways.
But he sent it in that big of a box.
Yeah.
With
Pelotar size. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So if he had sent it with packaging appropriate to the size of the box, he wouldn't have made my shit list.
Or if he would have sent it in the appropriate box to the size
there you
of the
go.
pedal.
You have to adjust. It's all relative.
Yeah.
All right. So he sent
That's fucking big box.
It's huge, and I got it, and I could feel immediately. I'm like, why one? What did I buy?
Yeah.
I'm like, what did I fucking buy?
I got drunk on Reverb again.
And I looked at the label. I'm like, what the fuck? Like before I even picked it up,
like,
I just looked at it.
Did he send me a fucking rack unit?
I looked at it and I could see where it was from, and I'm like, oh, it's this guy. Why would he send it in that size of a box?
And then he also, here's maybe a clinker. You got a couple clinkers here. Yeah. What he sent it? What? He tie it to a roach or something?
God, he sent it.
And it was like
maybe hold on. Maybe it wasn't the size of an 18 pack. Because it was actually it was a USPS box. It was a big one though. It's like the biggest one you can get.
Oh, the large size.
Yeah. So it's
why would you fucking send it in that?
He sent it in that, but he didn't send it Postal Service. He sent it FedEx.
Oh yeah.
And he sent it on the 10th. Actually, the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And it arrived on the 17th.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck. Put it on a roach. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, why would you send it in the USPS packaging to send it?
Because they had to like block out everything. They put paper over certain spots. I'm like, is this the last box on Earth?
Maybe he works for you, FedEx, or like his business does.
I don't know. Maybe it's close to where he works, so you can just drop it off.
His work is connected, so he just sends it from his work.
But it still took more than a week, which, okay, it's 7 to 10 business days.
Is he from Texas? Or is he from?
No, it was Maryland. Okay,
yeah,
that's not that far though. I've had shit come like 2 days, even when it's like guaranteed.
I've had shit come from Japan in 5 days.
Fuck, man, piss me off. First of all, I'm like waiting for it, and that's when I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I looked at it, shook it, and it was like mostly air in that box.
It's like a bag of chips.
Exactly.
And I was just as disappointed.
And my first thought, I'm like,
it's like open up a bag of Lay's.
I'm like, my first thought is that this thing's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it open. It's fine. It works fine.
Was there any packaging in there?
There was bubble wrap around the individual.
And that's it.
And then like slight cushion on the inside. I think it was like crunched up paper.
Jesus Christ.
Not even like more bubble wrap or like scraps from something, you know.
Man, I packed the shit out of all my stuff, man.
He could have sent that in a mailer.
Yeah, if he did the bubble
that would have
mailer.
been safer.
Yeah. Bubble mailer. Oh, God.
All right.
And it could have been $7.
Yeah. Strike. Okay. Strike that one off the list.
God, that guy. I hope he gave him fucking 4 stars.
So I bought 4 harnesses, which I've talked about
from
Sean. It arrived in a USPS box. All right. Yep. A big one, right?
Yeah.
It was wet. And I was like, it was dry as fuck around here that week. I'm like, all right, it hasn't rained. Where did this water come from? It had been soaking. It didn't dry out.
Would you dump your Dasani on this, pal?
Yeah.
Come on.
It had been sitting long enough that the actual cardboard had delambed. So it was sitting in water probably the whole ride down from Oregon. So it was sitting. Anyways, I could see into the box.
Oh, fuck.
I could see in, and I could actually see his individual boxes, but he packs them well enough that they're in their own. I mean, how are you gonna fuck up a harness, really, right? It's wires, but his boxes were unharmed.
Yeah, it's part of the look and then the opening experience that you get there.
Exactly. Yeah. But I sent it to him like before I even opened, he's like, what the what happened? I don't know. It looked like I was wet. He's like, is that wet? I was
you
like,
can
yep.
only do so much.
I know.
When there's a fucking...
You do your job, and then the service you pay...
Yeah.
Fucks it up.
When Ace Ventura delivers your fucking package.
Yeah, and it wasn't... That's not a dig to Sean for picking USPS. Yeah. It's just the luck of the draw, I guess. But it's weird when it's dry as fuck, and the box you get is wet.
Where'd that come from?
You're like, what the fuck? Anyways, that pissed me off.
Pissing me off.
This watch...
Yeah.
All right.
No,
came really quickly,
yeah.
right? Right. This watch came really quickly. I bought it was like one of those 2-day things, you know. I bought on Amazon. It comes 2 days later.
Oh, Amazon. Yeah. Amazonian.
So my wife, she's updating me when it's going to arrive, and I was like, oh, well, I'm slowing down at work right now, so I'll just go home. And she's like, oh, it's 7 stops away. It tells you how many stops away.
Jesus.
So it's like the guy's got 7 before he comes here.
Yeah. Nice.
So I'm all right. I'm home. I'm waiting. I hear the truck pull up. I hear the door close. I hear the guy walking up my driveway, and then slides the package from, I think I have this long breezeway.
You got like a bowling alley type,
exactly.
as long as the 2-car garage.
And he slid it where it went from, I think I only heard him take like 5 steps in. So then it's another like 20 or so feet. He slid it all the way. I heard him do this huge sigh before he did it. He was like, and he slides this thing and it hits my fence, and I have my door open, and I have my like screen door the security door, and I'm like, I come out, I turn, he's walking away with his headphones on, and then gets his car, drives away. I'm like, this motherfucker,
fucking asshole.
Yeah, probably should have said something, but I'm a pussy. So anyways,
I'm fucking pussy.
Pissed me off. The watch is fine. I looked at it. It comes in like a tin. It was fine.
Man, you're just like with delivery companies, man.
Fuck.
You're just like, I got an Amazon package the other day.
Yeah.
Toilet brush and a grout brush.
Wow. You're opening up
I
all
wouldn't
your
care
own
if
business.
if they threw that out.
Yeah. This is an $80 watch, which isn't much still, right?
Yeah, I got a
But
$14 toilet brush.
yeah.
Yeah, I've yet to use it though. You should need to clean my fucking toilet.
All right, one more.
Yeah,
All right,
clean
one
that
more.
shower too. Anyways,
One more rage.
oh
here.
god, let me have
All
it.
right,
Pal.
so the Volca that I bought recently. So the Volca base.
Oh god, this is the clinker.
Yeah, this
is it.
really ticked me off. So the guy was up in LA, sent it really quickly, which is great. I pop it open, and I got both of my Volcas. So both the synth, the higher synth, and then
Yeah.
the bass. I got them both on the same day.
Different people.
Different people.
Gotcha.
Bought one, popped it open. One of them, oh, this is great. Came in the original box.
Nice.
Had the power supply.
Hunky dory, looking
It was
good.
great. And I'm like, okay. I look, there's no batteries in it. Great. Grab the next one. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, this one's heavier. I'm like, okay, well, red flag.
Got your double A's in there.
Flip it over, pop it open. Every single double A in there had exploded. And it wasn't just like it happened on the way. It happened like a year ago or months ago.
Yeah,
I take a picture immediately, sent it to the guy.
it's all corroded and everything too. It's like
I took the picture, took my evidence, right? Started scraping the shit out, seeing if it's gonna work. Put new batteries in there. Doesn't fire up.
no.
All right, take the power supply I got with my other Volca, which is nice. He didn't send me the other one. He didn't send me the power supply.
Son of a bitch.
Plug it in.
You didn't give him stars yet, did you?
I have not.
Oh, man.
Plugged. I haven't even given stars for the MXR guy. Because I'm like, no, I don't even think I might give him 5 stars and then make it really, really critical. Like, pack your shit better,
There you go.
piece of shit.
That'll teach him.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I got what I wanted.
Thanks, bitch.
Plug it in. It turns on fine. Works great.
Okay, with the power supply.
The power supply batteries do not work.
Gotcha.
Hit the guy up.
You kind of wanted to have it all battery, right?
I probably want to have it on power supply.
Well, okay.
I'm
I'm just thinking for your desktop.
Yeah,
Desktop setup.
Yeah, and I put my lithiums and everything because of this.
Yeah.
I don't like the thing with lithiums though is they like explode when they get pierced. The other ones leak.
Gotcha.
So they're more safe. You don't
Yeah.
want battery acid. You'd rather be deaf. I'm just kidding. No.
Meet death in the eye.
No, lithium ions, I think, do that like jet engine explosion type thing. Mm-hmm. Where if you pierce the packaging. Anyways, who cares?
Gotcha.
Anyways, hit the guy up, and he legitimately didn't know they were in there.
Yeah.
He's like, I've always plugged them in. So I'm like, okay. I give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Type
find
of guy I am.
Yeah.
pal. Yeah.
So it just initially, because I'm like, I'm wanting this thing so bad, and then I get it, and it's fucking fucked. And I'm sure you've had that before, where you're like, or maybe you haven't, but you're pissed off that something's broken.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm in talks with him to see what can be done.
But yeah, you kind of get this whole thing. He's like, okay, cool. You didn't send me the power supply, even though you said you would.
Yeah.
And also, it's fucking these
Well, he didn't
batteries
say he was going to send the power supply.
Oh, okay.
But he did. Okay, he didn't say it in the ad, right? But he's like, okay, well, I can send you the power supply, or I can do a refund and blah blah. I'm like, okay, power supply would be great, because cleaning this thing up is going to be a bitch because it's rusted out.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to take the case off even because like if you shake the thing,
Yeah.
it's all inside.
Oh, God.
So it's like a maraca.
Oh, that's fucked
So
up.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll update you guys. I'm sure you're on the edge of your seats right now.
You got the Kyle files. It's a shitty.
You know what? But I'm not an angry guy. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm making my way through this. You know, we're getting through this together.
Amazon, Reverb, USPS, Duracell batteries. We're fucking coming at you. I mean, fucking come up on the fucking cast.
Energizer Ultimate Lithiums. That's where it's at.
We are gonna fucking spit hot fire on these fucking mics, you bitch. Step up on these mics.
Jesus.
Come Come on.
You're more angry than I am.
I mean, because I'm feeling with
and
it.
I relived all of these experiences.
Yeah, because you're such a good storyteller. Now I'm fired up.
I'm not a good storyteller.
Not in my fucking cast.
Let's say we get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
That's my line now.
It's good. We did 3 topics there. Oh,
Yeah.
man. That was old school. Old school TTJ. Old school,
I don't think I was angry enough. For some people, they're like, where's the grit? Where's the grime?
It's because you're still living it. It's like a shock.
Yeah,
where you're like, it's still a shock to your system. You don't know how to react.
Yeah, I'm
But
just
first step is anger.
Yeah. We'll revisit all of these, and I'll be like, all right, guys, I'm ready.
I'm fired up. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you guys like what you hear, you guys can follow along on the social medias. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks. And then Facebook, we have a Facebook group. Join that to join in on the fun. And if you guys like what you hear, you can leave a review, hopefully 5 stars, on
But we're not going to tell you what to do.
on iTunes.
Okay.
Yep.
Easy now.
And then if you guys write a review, good or bad, just watch those 4-letter words. And iTunes publishes it. We will read it on the air. And then if you guys really, really like what you hear, you guys can help support the show.
Even if you kind of really like the show.
You guys can get on the Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But for $2 a month, you guys get an extra episode every week.
It helps us out a lot, actually.
Yeah. So anyways, not to harp on that. Let's get the fuck out of here. But before we do, very important, we want to shout out all the people on Patreon supporting us. Kyle, you have a list. Give it to me. Bye-bye.
All right, we have Brett Alexander, Stephen Conradi, Doug King, Andrew Walsh, Michael Newman, Adam Rohr from the Let 'Em Hear podcast, Bruce Banana, Colin Smith, Doug Gannon. Is that how you say it?
Double N.
Yeah, because is it N silent or are they like they double team? It's Doug Gannon. Is it like
It gives you the...
We have Aaron Taylor, Jason Fuzzmonger, Abe Newman, Jim Bowers, Doug Christ, Joseph from Like My Pedals, and Will Lehue from the Just Surprise Me podcast, Johnny Ray, Jamie Davis, Sean Fahey, Steve Mike, Local Boy, Digger from Fatfoot Effects, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian from Nutter Guitars, Nicholas Payson. Yeah, let's keep going.
You're like, I was trying to do a bit, but I forgot already.
There's no all right. Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Leon from Pelican Noiseworks, Matt Quine from Fret Talk, and Nicholas Ogburn. That's
right.
it.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.